Hi there. So today I'm going to show you a Fred Morrison small pipe, key of A and D. So it's a combination set. Now we're doing a series of videos on all of the bagpipes when we're sending them out to customers, just to give you a better feel for what the bagpipe looks like. It can be quite difficult just looking at images. So this is a set of Fred Morrison AD, key of A and D combination, with Celtic engraving, Bellows blown set, going out to a customer, and I thought I'd show this to you before we send it out. So the AD set comes with 4 drones. Now I'll explain that in a second. Now if you look at the drones, these have imitation ivory tops. They have engraved, this particular set has Celtic engraved slides on the bass drone, on the baritone, and also on the tenor. Like I say, there are 4 drones, so I'll explain that in a second. And on the stock, on the main stock, you'll see also a engraved fill. Like I say, this is a Bellows blown set in A and D. The chanter stock here has a Celtic ferrule, and the A chanter, this is a longer version, the longer chanter, which is the A chanter, and key of A has imitation ivory sole at the end of it. The bag itself comes equipped with a Bellows adapter. I'll just take this piece off. So this is the piece that's attached to the Bellows, which is operated under your arm. Has a little cover just that you can pop over the top here to hide the rubber, the black rubber there. So the connectors, this piece is attached to the bag. Also has an engraved ferrule. This can be pulled out, so when you're storing the pipe you don't need the adapter attached. So like I say, the adapter piece also has an engraved ferrule attached, so this is popped in here, and just slide this over the top. So that's the actual drones and chanter piece. I'll explain the A and D combination and show you the second chanter, but I'm just going to show you the Bellows. So these are the Fred Morrison Bellows. Now this really is a very high-end bellow. I've never actually come across anything like this quality wise. It really is a top-end quality bellow, very, very comfortable under the arm, and exceptionally well made. The quality is just absolutely fantastic. So that's the Bellows. Like I said, these would be operated under your arm and belted around your body. And the adapter is connected here, so you can just push it in and remove. I'm not going to go into the details of showing you how they're operated. I just want to show you what they look like before we send them out. So that's the Bellows. Now the AD set, as mentioned, comes with 4 drones, and depending on what key you're actually playing in this particular case it's a A chanter, you would have the 4 larger drones operating. So we have the bass, we have the baritone, and we have the tenor. Now there's this smaller drone here. This would be used if you switch to the D key, and I'll show you the D key chanter. So this is the D key chanter. Now the chanters come with a stock. It's almost like a reed protector. So if I just take the top off here, you can see the reed inside here. I'll actually show you the reed. The reeds are cane reeds. Just screw this here. So that's the cane reed that's used for the chanters. It's actually the same reed for the A and D chanter, believe it or not. So I'll just pop this on here. So you don't actually, when you're switching the chanter, I'll show you that in a second, you don't actually have to remove the stock. So it's this connector here. So when you remove the chanter, you remove the whole stock, and when you're storing it, you just pop on this little protector here to stop dust and dirt getting at the chanter reed. So changing the chanter, you would simply pull the chanter completely out of the stock of the bag, there you see, and replace with the second chanter. In this case it's the D chanter, and just pop that in. Now when you're switching to key of D, you would then switch to the smaller drones. So the bass drone is then switched off, and there are drone plugs supplied with the bagpipe, and I'll just show you this. So if you're playing key of D, you would close the bass drone, and the baritone drone, which would be A, the second largest one, actually has a little slider here. Let's see if you can see this. And it opens and closes. You see that little hole there? It's a little slider. So when you're playing in key of D, you would close the bass, and your baritone then becomes the bass for key of D. So you would open the slider and allow air to get out, or it goes through the then bass drone for D, and you would use a smaller drone. When you're using key of A, you would close the slider, remove the stopper, and pop this in the smallest drone, which is the D drone, tenor, because that's not used. So you're only using 3 drones, bass, tenor and baritone, and depending on which chanter you select, you basically switch off either of these drones and then open the slider or close the slider on the baritone. So that's the Fred Morrison key of A and D. In this case it's Celtic engraving. Now some folks might ask, can you supply this with a switch? I'm afraid in this case not the case, as it has 4 drones. On the standard key of A or key of D small pipes, one of these whole positions would be used for a switch. But I'll show you the standard key of A or key of D when we send one out to a customer, which won't be long, I'm too sure. So this is a set of Bellows blown A and D key going out to a customer. So we thought we'd just show you that before we send it out.